Welcome to the most unique podcast in the world. It's the Menacing Podcast. Please join us each week, twice a week, and make sure you join in on the conversation on Facebook, Menacing Podcast.
And we are your three hosts, the most menacing beings in podcasting. And if you want to look us up on X, formerly known as Twitter, our handle is @menacingpodcast.
And prepare to be menaced by our wit, our charm, and our menacingness. So you can hit us up by email if social media is not your thing. Looking at you, Brent. menacingpodcast@gmail.com. And find us anywhere podcasts are available.
Now you don't have a mouse. You're just sitting there with a laptop like, I'm just going to click the button whenever I want. And you did it again,
I did
you?
it again.
Oh, my.
Yes.
Well, I guess we're going.
We're in it. And apparently you got a problem with how I run things on the podcast.
No, I don't. I just wish I had more warning.
No, but I like well, you shouldn't say I was about to say I like the free form. I don't, because you guys say stuff sometimes when you don't think we're recording that I already have to edit this thing enough.
Well, I'm trying to make sure that you don't have to edit so much. So I don't know. I guess that's I'm sorry for caring about your welfare.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Yeah.
You're such a kind guy.
Yeah.
Because you made your flag signal to me earlier that didn't seem to make me think that you cared.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Your lights were off. I had to give you a little flash right there.
You had my Google Home give me a very, very sad message, very bad message.
Yeah.
Very sound. I don't know what I was going to say with that.
Where are you going?
Sad message? I don't know. I saw your face and thought sad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So Wednesday you want to kick me, and now Friday you're like, you know what? Let's go with continue kicking him while he's down. How ugly he is.
Well, you know what they say: if the shoe fits.
Yeah. You better find the other shoe so that you have two.
So you can kick with two shoes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Goody two shoes. That's where that phrase comes from.
Oh, okay.
Well-known fact.
Very little and unknown.
Yeah, completely made up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Russ.
Yeah.
You give me a computer for a reason.
Yeah, I'm regretting it.
Well, don't regret it.
It's just that on Wednesday you brought up serial killers.
Well, that's true. I want to talk about My Shark Ninja. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, now you're just finding stuff that pops up on your screen and talking about it.
I'm pretty sure you have it saved on your search bar.
Oh, yeah, that is true. My Shark Ninja. You've been saving stuff too.
Yeah,
because
but
this is where you were looking for every James Bond actor's most iconic one-liner.
Yeah.
And then the 23 I was like, where did these come from? These are yours. 23 iconic action movie quotes that will.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're just trying to work them in.
Yeah, I was going to work them in, but I was trying to find them last week and I couldn't find them. Apparently they're on your computer.
Aren't they on yours?
No.
They should show up right on that.
No, I don't see them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just clicked on something.
What are you
Don't worry about. I got it. We're back. We have a listener email, and we love hearing from our listeners. So
this time they pretty
well, maybe Russ doesn't because he never gets any kudos. So maybe listeners send us an email that gives Russ some high praise because he's very, very egotistical. So our email subject is recognition. Ooh, sounds like a great movie title.
Oh, that would be.
Yeah. Good morning, gents. Thank you, Brent, for your service to our country and keeping us safe. Well, you're welcome, but I don't know how safe the country was when I was in. Have you ever seen me handle a weapon?
Ooh. Yeah, I have not. Thankfully.
When I put the not machine gun, but when I put the M16 up to my shoulder for the first time, the drill instructor came over to me, said a few choice words, and said, "Barrel goes the other way." I was like, makes sense. Makes sense.
So it was kind of a little more pokey.
Yeah, I was like, that wasn't very comfortable. And the trigger, I didn't realize I had to pull with my thumb, and he's like,
you had to like push it.
Yeah, yeah, it was weird. And
is the M16 a machine gun?
It's so
fully automatic.
No.
Say hello to my little friend.
Say hello. That's a. Oh my goodness, what is that? An M4? Yeah, that's a saw. I'm sorry, that's the saw.
I saw it too.
It's called a saw. Because you hold that trigger down, you can saw somebody in half.
I see.
Yeah. Oh.
Heyo.
But well, now it's the A4s, but you can have a 1-round burst or a 3-round burst. So I guess people would call the 3-round burst maybe somewhat more automatic, but you still have to, like, even if you have it on 3-round bursts, you pull the trigger, it'll release the 3 rounds. You have to let go of the trigger and pull it again for the next 3 rounds.
So it's not fully automatic.
Yeah. But the saw, you hold that thing down, you hold that trigger down, you're everywhere.
I see.
Yeah. Seesaw?
I see. I saw.
Have seen. Didn't we get a comment about how you're
very funny?
No.
I'm the funniest one on the podcast. Yeah, we've got that comment before.
About how you were mocking me for correcting somebody's grammar, and they corrected you that I was correcting their punctuation, not their grammar.
You think somebody commented that on YouTube? No. That didn't happen.
Nah. There's no proof. There's no evidence. Oh, going back to the email.
Yeah. Why don't I read it?
Oh, okay, fine.
Good morning, gents. Just I didn't want you to correct all the punctuation. Good morning, gents. Russ is the best one on the podcast.
No,
and I just want John and Brent to know it.
That's not. So I'm looking at the same email.
Oh, really? Why don't you read it then?
Oh, okay. It says John,
which isn't spelled right. It's Jon, John.
That's grammar.
That's grammar.
There you go. That's the grammar. It was a pleasure meeting your wife last week at a thingamahoochit. I don't know.
That's whatever that is.
I don't even get how they spell. Is this thingamahoochit spelled right?
I don't know. Is that punctuation or grammar?
I think that's grammar.
Oh, okay. Then I wouldn't know. I only do punctuation. This guy's just grammar.
And the listener said that John's wife has a kind soul. Obviously, the listener has never met John, because obviously he married his complete opposite.
Well, that's why this listener knows she has a kind soul, because she took pity on John.
Exactly.
And married him.
Yes, absolutely. Well, then dollar-wise.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
And then listener goes, Russ,
you are the best one on the podcast.
Or
is there?
Yeah.
Oh, we're done with the podcast. That's all that we have time for.
I got nothing. You can decide, listeners. Except for the listener that wrote this, because you know what you really wrote.
It's true. Only you know. You've made a very powerful enemy.
That's
I will clean off my windshields and, blink my bright lights at you.
Oh, there you go. Oh, getting all feisty.
I'll never know which. I'll put on my right blinker, but the left one will come on. You won't know which way to go.
Very menacing out on the road, aren't you?
Yeah, it is. It's a dangerous vehicle to be in around.
I turn on my radio, and
if I was in a state like Pennsylvania that forces you to go and get your vehicle checked out, it would not pass.
Oh, wow. Pennsylvania makes you go get your vehicle checked?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing like big government.
Nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah, no. Wow, that's crazy. Like, then the state of Pennsylvania is like a giant HOA homeowners association.
Yeah, HOA.
It's like, nope, sorry, you can't have that in this state. And can we please just plant some oak trees around? Just oak trees. We don't want evergreens or just oak. Can we just please do that?
We don't want a lot of fences because we just want this to be one big green space.
Good. I'm not moving to Pennsylvania. Beautiful, beautiful state.
Oh, well, beautiful state.
Beautiful land. But yeah, if I'm gonna go get my vehicle checked out, you know what? If they make us, or if they made me get my vehicle checked, then they have to pay for the repairs. Because I'm completely happy with what I'm driving.
I don't know. What do they check for? Now I'm curious.
I don't know. Maybe it's diesel vehicles, and they have to go get the DEF fuel. Wait,
did I say Philadelphia or Pennsylvania?
You said Pennsylvania, the entire state.
Did I? Okay, yeah. Good. Because all of a sudden I was typing in Philadelphia, and I was like, wait, have I been saying that the whole time?
No, you have not. But speaking of crazy antics that I find absolutely annoying and useless.
Okay. It's going to get better. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Pennsylvania requires vehicle safety inspections to ensure that vehicles are maintained for safe operation. Safety inspections can prevent vehicle failure on the highways and crashes that may result in injuries or death. Vehicle safety inspections are performed at official PennDOT. PennDOT stations, usually a repair garage or a service station with a repair shop. Inspection fees. So they don't pay for that.
Oh, of course not.
You pay taxes and pay for the inspection fee.
Good.
And they're posted at official inspection stations. These fees do not include repairs to correct vehicle defects.
Well, how lovely.
Let's take a look. What are the regulations? Oh, good. This is an HOA. This is an HOA. Absolutely.
There you go. Thank you. HOA. I was like, HOMA? What? No, it's not home. But yeah, that's ridiculous. You know how like every few years we have to go renew our license?
Yeah. You're against that?
Oh, absolutely I am. Absolutely I am. I went into a spot where I had to show my ID for a certain product that I was buying, liquor. And I'm sorry, whiskey. And I couldn't be sold said product because I showed them a quote, an expired license. And I looked at the teller and I was like, my birthday didn't expire.
No, that's called death.
Yeah. I was like, and she just kind of like looked at me blank, and I was like, she goes, I can't sell it to you. I'm sorry. I'm like, but my birthday didn't expire.
Same birthday.
Come on. So, people like it when I go off on conspiracy theories. Just another conspiracy theory of how the government can take our money. I'm
trying to find what
our penalties.
What they actually inspect for.
Nothing. They just look at your car, kind of like when you take it to the dealership, and they go, "Yeah, it's good."
Oh, I'm looking at the Spanish form.
Ooh, no wonder you understood everything.
All Greek to me.
There you go. Oh my. That reminds me of when my kids were younger.
Oh, okay. No.
Hold on. Let me, while you're trying to find that, so when my kids were younger, they were watching something on Netflix, a kid's show, but the kid's show had English and Spanish, and they clicked on the Spanish one, and my wife and I were talking. We weren't really paying attention to what was going on, and I'm like, I'm walking through the house, and I hear Spanish going. And I'm like, what in the world are you guys watching? And they're like, oh, it's the show. And I'm like, yeah, you're watching it in Spanish. You don't understand Spanish. And my son goes, yeah. I go, okay, what's Spanish? And he goes, it's Japanese.
He's your son.
I was like, I started
That's
laughing.
How you knew he was yours.
I started laughing. I was like, you know what? How can you argue with logic like that? I mean,
you can't.
No, you really can't. Because if you do, you will go crazy yourself.
Okay, so I've got some information here.
Ooh, goody.
Inspecting safety components. A mechanic will start by inspecting key safety components of your vehicle, including brakes, lights, mirrors, and tires.
Okay.
The goal is to make sure each part works correctly. Brakes are crucial for safety, they say. Nobody's ever proven that.
Yeah, no kidding. Along with seatbelts.
The mechanic checks for worn pads.
That's
and any leaking brake fluid.
Well, that's for the worn pads.
Like, proud of that one. Lights are also essential since faulty headlight. That's not true. My car operates just fine with not working with lights that go randomly at different times, brights that turn on at random times.
I like how your vehicle will defy.
It would not, yeah. It looks at mirrors to ensure good visibility. What if you have like a short mechanic? Like, see out of the mirror. You just adjust it down.
Hey, bud, just here, get on this stepladder real quick. Here you go.
And checks the tires for proper tread and air pressure. And then they evaluate emissions.
Do people in Pennsylvania not go to get an oil change? Because half of that's done at an oil change.
I know, they check your fluids, they check everything.
Your brakes.
Well, but this is, you either pass it or you fail it, right?
It's a pass fail. I'm never good at those. I don't know if
that's actually true, but
I'm never good at those.
Yeah, what happens if you fail?
Well, you're condemned to stay there forever. It is purgatory. I'm just saying.
When vehicles comply, they help lower accident risks. No, they don't.
Yeah. It's the drivers, you idiots. When guns are in safes. Actually, that one's true.
I don't see what happens when you after the inspection?
Oh, okay. What's after the inspection?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Okay.
It just says you get a sticker. Valid for 12 months. So this is yearly checking.
No, not doing that. Couldn't do that. I couldn't.
The number one reason not to live in Pennsylvania.
Yep. Yep. That is stupid.
Is it only wealthy people in Pennsylvania then who can afford? This car doesn't meet the standards anymore. I'll just run out and pick up a new one.
Yeah, no kidding. What? Yeah.
It's only Kennedy's out in Pennsylvania.
You know you can re-wear those jeans, right?
No, I wore them once. They're a bit scuffed.
It's so ridiculous.
There's a bit of a wrinkle in the left leg.
Oh. This car doesn't meet the standards. Yeah, well, so what? Is it still drivable? Go. I've driven a car that was in an accident and per my insurance completely totaled. And I was like, it still runs. Really? Yeah, it still runs. I'm driving it. It wasn't a beautiful car, but it was just an A to B car. I wasn't trying to. I was married at the time, so I definitely wasn't trying to impress anybody. I mean, I still try to impress my wife. Don't get me wrong. Hold on, what's going on? I think I'm digging myself a hole.
Yeah, that's all right. You did on Wednesday as well.
Yeah.
So this is okay. So there's a lot of states that require safety inspections.
Wow. How many? 49 and 50.
2.
Good thing you have to count out loud.
3, 4.
Any that are important?
5. 6. 7. 8. Oh no, I lost count. 1.
Oh, for the love.
2. No, there's a lot. Emissions testing is required in quite a few states, actually, including all the ones around us.
Really?
Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana.
Oh,
Indiana?
Really?
Ohio.
Sure.
Pennsylvania, as we mentioned.
Yeah.
But Pennsylvania then also adds, there's not a lot that have the extra added layers of the safety inspection.
Okay.
Texas does safety inspection. Texas.
Like
that's supposed to be the freest place in the world, isn't it?
I thought so, but they just proved that wrong.
I don't understand that.
I really don't get it. Maybe it's like a free inspection so that you know what's wrong with your vehicle.
Well, that's the thing that gets me. It's
I feel like I'm giving the government way too much credit.
Yeah.
I'm like...
they charge you for it.
They charge you for the inspection. Yeah.
I'm sure they do. Absolutely. In every state, I'm sure people have to pay
It's like going to the fire department to figure out how you can get your baby seat in correctly. And they're like, yeah, that will be $50. Like, but don't you want me to... Oh, yeah. The commercials say bring your car seats here to learn how to get them in here, hook them up correctly. But we are going to charge you. But don't you want safety? Yeah, but we're still going to charge you. Okay, whatever. I'll figure it out myself.
Some states require safety inspection when registering a vehicle from another jurisdiction. I think that's Nebraska. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the map of the United States that well.
From another jurisdiction. That's interesting.
There's one which is what's that? Mississippi, Arkansas.
Yeah. Area.
Wait, that's Mississippi. That's Alabama.
Oh.
Alabama.
Whoa.
Alabama requires VIN inspection required upon sale or transfer.
Well, that's just typing in the VIN number and seeing if it's been in an accident.
All right, that'll be $50.
We're really in the wrong business. Yeah, I feel like we could open up something and be like, yeah, we do VIN inspections. That'll be $150. The $100 goes to the search. The $50 goes to me.
And I guess a lot of the states are emissions testing required in some areas, not all areas.
Oh, okay.
Except New York. New York is
all areas. All areas. So is California.
No, California's just in some.
Oh, it's LA.
They don't give me the exact.
Yeah,
they just have the whole.
But it's definitely LA.
Oh, it definitely.
I mean, because the Olympics are going to be there in 3 years.
Got to clean up that smog.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. I hear people are fleeing there rapidly, so there's going to be plenty of room and probably cleared up in the next 3 years. Kind of like acne.
So what even got us on this topic to begin with? We went off down a rabbit trail there.
Very much so. That was crazy.
We learned way too much actual stuff that's helpful.
That's gross.
Yeah, that's...
You know what, listeners? Please erase whatever was just said out of your mind. And
put it out of your mind.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
So you're not a proponent of those things, obviously, on freedom grounds.
Yeah.
Kind of like you're not a proponent of seatbelts, are you?
I feel like my body, my choice. Or is it my car, my choice?
So you're making me regret going down this road very quickly.
You're the one that chose this road.
I just was trying to have some fun banter, and that's where we ended up.
This is fun banter.
Define fun.
It's when you're having fun. I was just using a definition like John would give.
Like how you punted over to John, who's not even here.
I know.
Himself.
He can't even defend himself. Yeah. That was my bad. No, but it's an enjoyable experience that one has and can relax.
What is
fun?
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't understand it. About wearing a
seatbelt? The definition is much more complicated than just the word.
Yeah. Would have thought.
I'm a proponent of I shouldn't get a ticket if I decide not to wear it. I understand the implications of wearing and not.
Interesting. Controversial take.
Yeah. But on the other hand, it's like, I don't know. Like, it is really.
You don't think you should be ticketed for not wearing?
No. If you want to go flying out of your windshield if you hit something, hey, have fun.
Isn't the concept, though, that those people who that happens to become burdens on us because then we have to pay for medical care?
Their death. I mean, yes, their medical care.
Well, not everybody dies from that.
Yeah. Well, it's like, okay, you make us wear seatbelts, but I see the jerk on the crotch rocket with no helmet. Like, yeah, that makes sense.
Didn't they repeal the helmet law? Was it the helmet law or the?
I don't know. I still see people roll around without helmets on.
Oh yeah, people are gonna do that.
But yet, freak out when your kid's on their bike and they don't have a helmet on.
I remember as a kid riding
nice.
around everywhere on public roads without a helmet on.
Yeah.
Now people could make the argument that there was very clearly some brain damage that occurred.
Because you didn't know how somebody took off your training wheels too early.
Yes,
13 was too early, huh?
If you remember, I've talked about how I learned to ride a bike. My sister put me on a bike and pushed me down a hill without a helmet on. Well, maybe she might have been responsible enough to. I doubt it. She's not responsible.
It wasn't like the grassy knoll. It was just like a street.
No, we weren't there. No, this wasn't the 60s. Are you implying I had something to do with the assassination of JFK?
No, I was
okay.
Just wondering.
You were alive at the time.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I learned. My sister did a lot of things like that.
This is eerily becoming a psychologist meeting.
Yeah, I might actually need a therapist.
It's like, oh, good.
Just
therapy.
For my sister.
Oh, you're gonna get her into therapy?
No, I'm saying everything involving her.
It's not even like my mom or my dad's like my sister.
No, I would need other therapists for them.
I think your mom listens.
She does.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. So does my sister.
My
nephew disclosed. Oh, this is good. My nephew disclosed this to he was hanging out with me. When was it? The other, I think Friday night or something, and last week Friday, and we were hanging out, and he was like, "I've heard your podcast sometimes. My mom listens, even though she told me not to tell you." So it's like
secrets out.
Like she didn't want you to know. Thanks, buddy. You just earned yourself some chocolate.
And he went. That's why your sister was mad at you on Saturday, because
load him up with sugar, send him back.
You're like, hey, I'm just the uncle.
Yep.
I'm gonna make sure he's all buzzed up for you.
Just the cool uncle. Just give him a half a pot of coffee and send him back home. Hey, let me have this one.
Okay.
It's my podcast.
You're just the uncle.
I can say whatever I want. the kunkle.
What?
The cool.
Oh, the cool uncle. That's what you were trying to go for.
Yeah, once I said it, it didn't sound as good.
That did not run through a filter, did it? You're just like, I'm saying this.
You know what? Sometimes you just say what's on your mind.
Yeah.
Like you with seatbelts.
Exactly. Just saying. If you're gonna let a motorcyclist not wear a helmet,
it brought you back to it.
Yeah. I have airbags.
I'm not going to repeat the phrase I said about uncle, cool uncle. The combination of the words was not
sound better.
Uncool. Nope, that sounds like uncool. That would be fitting.
I thought you were asking me if I wanted a cool cigarette, but whatever.
Hey, you want a cigarette?
Yes. Wow,
so uncool is not that.
I don't know if you're gonna see your nephew for a while, especially if your sister.
I don't want you around him anymore.
You can't go see Uncle Russ.
He's gonna be home saying "kunkle."
He's gonna just be chanting it at the dinner table, like "Cool Uncle, cool Uncle, cool."
Yeah, I got you to say it. You're trying to avoid it.
I was really. I didn't.
You can't combine those words together very easily.
No, you really can't. And I tip of the hat to you for trying that. That's
that was a very, very bad try.
Yeah, it was. So you learned how to ride your bike by being shoved down a hill.
Yes.
At least you were on a bike. Did they have training wheels?
No.
So how far did you make it really? Like 3 feet and you fell over?
I didn't fall over at all. From that point on, I stayed up on a bike.
Yeah.
Unless a car hit you or something, then obviously that.
You just didn't want to. You're just like, I don't want my sister to do that again. So your motivation was like
fear.
Yeah.
Fear's a great motivator.
It really is.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not learning that from my sister again. How'd she teach you to swim?
Don't worry about it.
You're like, I still don't know how to swim.
That's
there was
the
lifeguards.
Fear of water.
There was a lot of people around me after I woke up.
I saw a bright light. Voices.
Yeah, it was weird. You're like Smalls in Sandlot, except for not with the lifeguard and everything. Have you seen Sandlot?
It was a long time ago. I'm trying to pretend like I did to help you out a little bit.
Yeah, just
Kinda
like Minority
the
Report.
Minority Report.
I can't believe you haven't seen Minority Report.
Yeah, it was never one of those that really.
Really?
I kind of was interested in it, and then it just kind of passed under the radar.
Yeah, I mean I get that. I think soon. Gladiator 2 comes out.
It does.
Oh, and I want to go see that. Of course, you and John will beat me to it, but
you were going to it Friday.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, today? Oh, that's today.
It's next Friday.
Oh,
I think next Friday it comes out.
Track. I don't know. I'm
yeah.
just trying to make you feel bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. You guys will be like, oh, yeah, I went to go see it. It was so great. Oh, Russ, it was great eating popcorn out of your lap or whatever you guys do at your.
Oh shoot! This is in the group chat with Brent. Oh,
no,
left him out.
Yeah,
yet again.
It's weird that you guys send me a picture of your soda with 2 straws, but whatever.
Well, you were going Dutch.
Going Deutsch.
No, that's a different one.
But I mean, it's cute. It's cute. You guys do your thing.
Thanks.
So yeah, that's.
Sometimes you mess up which straw is yours.
Yeah, and it's got to be really bad because I'm sure both of you are right-handed, so the cup is on somebody's left hand.
Yeah.
So you like pick it up and you're like, yeah, I can see how you get the straws mixed up.
Yeah, it gets confusing.
You're like, yours is the one with the lipstick, right?
Well, on that note, we are at the end of this episode.
Hey, you know what? Go out this weekend and be a kunkel.
That sounds a lot. I'm hearing it even more now. It's just not. It's not good. It's not good at all.
It's like going through my head.